Good evening and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Business. As always, you can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, and on Amazon Fire TV, and now on KGNG channel 26.8 TV in Las Vegas. You can listen to us on our PHLV radio app or get our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. I wanted to thank once again Auntie Gloria Kawili and Katrina Ojeda for coming into the show last Monday to talk about SOFA, its gala, mission, and how important it is to be an ASD-friendly both in the community and business. Tonight is a continuation of that segment. We are going to be joined by two other officers from the organization to talk about the aftermath of their gala. But let's do a quick recap. Last week, we spoke about the importance of SOFA's mission of increasing awareness, acceptance, action, and advocacy for ASD, just to make sure autism syndrome disorder in our community. We spoke about how 1 in 160 children around the world and 1 in 54 here in the U.S. are affected by ASD. It is also important for families to get early diagnosis and acceptance so they can get help, help which translates into faster developmental progress. We did spoke about the benefits or how it's so beneficial for businesses to be ASD friendly as well. Well, for one, it's the right thing to do. And second, it truly helps with marketing. So we're going to do that tonight. We're going to continue talking about that. So tonight, I have two very special guests. First, we have SOFA's secretary. She is a realtor by trade, one of the best with Realty One. She is the current president of NAFA Desert Regional, board member of the Filipiniana Dance Company, and a very well-respected leader in the Filipino community. Her name is Sally Balecha. She's going to be joining us today. Our second guest is SOFA's VP. She is a director of nursing, chairperson for community affairs of the Nevada AAPI Chamber, a board member for the Veteran Action Foundation. She is a veteran herself, served in the U.S. Army, graduate of the FBI Academy, and my wife. So let's welcome them both. Please welcome Sally Balecha and Jennifer Vinuya. Good evening, ladies. How are you?
Good evening.
Thank you for having us today.
Yes, thank you,
Of course,
Sonny.
my pleasure. Yeah. Thank you for coming in and joining the show. Of course, congratulations, first of all, on a great gala. So let's talk about that. Let's start with talking about the gala. Sally, how was the gala? Just tell us in terms of attendance, the fundraising part, how was it received?
Well, first of all, we had an awesome turnout, over 300 attendees or guests, which actually surpassed our goal.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
and you know, it shows the support from our community for SOFA and its mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very good mission. So I'm glad that they did.
Yes.
So people, I'm sure, had a great time.
Oh, well, yes, definitely. People had a great time. And of course, Martin Rivera was a sensational, as always. So, yes. And Santino also played the drum.
Nice.
So he played with his dad. And that was a highlight.
Nice,
Yes.
nice. Well, talk to me about how did people receive the 4 A's, the acceptance and
Correct.
awareness. Were they happy with that mission? Were they accepting?
Yes, but more important, of course, the message was sent out.
Yeah.
The acceptance, like you said, awareness, action, advocacy was very well received and understood.
Nice. Yes. Awesome. That sounds good. Jennifer, so tell us now, one of the things that we talked about last week was SOFA was going to unveil a second mission, something that had to do with business. So tell us, what exactly was that and how was it received?
Well, basically, it's to help out our county, our state, the city, to be more ASD friendly. By that, we want to be known that we are welcoming people on the spectrum. So, for example, people come here from all over the world.
Yeah.
And when you Google something or, look for reservations, there's no such thing as ASD friendly atmosphere or establishments. So we would like Las Vegas or Nevada, I think bigger, right?
Yeah.
To be ASD friendly, where people can come and have those resources for their families. For example, they come here as a whole family and they have a loved one on the spectrum and they need a me time, maybe just a husband and the wife, right? So having a daycare for people on the spectrum to so family can have a break, maybe for a couple of hours, so that they can enjoy a very nice dinner here in town. Things like that. Theaters, sometimes, because with ASD, people with ASD, they have there's this routine, repetitive, right? So even like for theaters, maybe they can't sit down and watch a movie for 2 hours, but maybe they have a daycare within that establishment and keep the kids busy.
Okay. No, that's a great idea. See, exactly. Now, you mentioned state, city, and county. Were there people there representing them to listen?
Oh, yes. We were very happy that there were so many dignitaries and their representatives who came that evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were well received. We had the mayor of Henderson.
Nice.
We had, unfortunately, the governor couldn't make it, but the representative was there. We had so many people supporting us, especially this was our first gala, and we were just so surprised. So, when we were planning this, we were like, can we have 150 people? And to the day where we had to, arrange for seating arrangement, we were like, hey, people are still wanting to come. And
That's
we just
right.
had
Sally
to say,
mentioned
I'm so
about
sorry.
300.
Yeah, so we were well received.
That's fantastic. Sally, Jennifer spoke about business understanding families better. Can you expand on that concept?
It's really about creating a welcoming environment that says, if you come to our business safe and we understand what you need.
Okay.
So, for example, having the right gadget
Okay.
to help their child to keep them preoccupied.
Yeah.
Instead of your generic coloring
book, yeah.
books, right, or
That's right.
crayons. I mean,
Yeah.
different. And and another thing will be a simple adjustment, such as minimizing the noise level,
Yeah.
putting them on a quiet area.
Yeah. Yeah, so we don't realize that sometimes that, ASD kids, they get affected by the noise.
Correct. So it's about the business creating an accommodating environment
Perfect.
for the family that has ASD.
No, it's a really a great concept, especially for businesses. Because you know what, Sally, I'll be honest with you. I know a lot of business owners. Being ASD friendly is not the first thing that comes to their mind.
Correct. Yeah.
So knowing exactly what to do is very different, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Well, I want to
yes.
talk about this more, but we're going to take a quick break first. Then when we come back, we're going to talk about a little bit more in the business side, like finding competitive edge. So don't go away, audience. We'll be right back.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.
we're talking to the other officers from SOFA. They just had their gala Sunday night, and it sounds like it was a really successful gala. So we're talking to Sally and Jennifer. We were talking about business and the business component of being an ASD friendly. So Jennifer, I've talked about in this show several times about having a competitive edge, finding a niche for your business. How can being ASD friendly help with this aspect?
Well, that's a great point. According to research on the autism community, it has estimated that, I have my notes here, 3.5 trillion in spending power.
Wow.
So, yes.
That's awesome.
So it's a great market. It's a great opportunity to expand your business, right?
Yeah.
It's also well known that clients with loved ones with ASD tend to be loyal clients because, people on the spectrum, they want familiarity, routine, something that's repetitive. So they don't really like change. So when they go to establishment, basically it's their comfort level. It's familiar to them. It's routine to them.
Yeah.
So that's a good niche to think about, right?
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, 1 in 160 children around the world and 1 in 54 in the United States are diagnosed with ASD. So that's a big, opportunity and market to tap into.
Yeah.
Just imagine being able to advertise your establishment, your hotel, your casino, that you are ASD friendly.
Yeah.
It will bring in a lot of families here, even more.
Yeah, I bet. That sometimes, and we're not building just an ASD friendly business, right? It's an addition to what you already have. So if you have a restaurant, you already have a base audience or base client.
Right.
And now you're adding to that, which is fantastic, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Sally, how can a business become ASD friendly?
Please give us a call. Contact SOFA.
Yeah.
And set up an appointment. There's no one size fits all. So knowing what each business, so we can better, if you tell us what kind of business you have, is it a restaurant or whatever, we can better assist you on how to help the families.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely give us a call.
No, I agree, because we need to find out what the goals are, right? Yeah.
Correct.
We kind of you're going to tailor make how it looks like. It's like going to a consultant. Okay, tell me what you want. How do you want to serve? How do you want this particular clients to be, to be marketed in your business or to be happy?
Yes.
But I think it's a great niche.
Yes.
It is. It is.
I really think, and of course, there's that overlying. It's the right thing to do.
Right.
It's much needed.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's being accepting, and then putting it into a business term. So why not, right? Yeah. And I think there's one point here that people are not seeing too. It's your employees. I mean, think about your employees. You have a business, you have a restaurant. One of your employees might have a kid that has an ASD.
Yes.
How do they feel when your business says, you know what, we're very welcoming and we cater to families with ASD? That employee is going to be like, I love my company. They really care.
Yes.
Yes.
Talk about retention.
Right.
I mean, we've heard so many things about how we're so short and or it's so hard to hire people. And this is just another component to help you to really get employees. So Jennifer, tell us, what's next for SOFA?
Well, we had our very first gala that was very successful.
Yeah.
At the moment, actually, we raised a lot of funds to help us continue on with the program.
Nice.
And we're going to be working with the different offices, private entities, the city, the state, to help us get more resources. We're also working closely with Collaboration Foundation, with Linda Taché.
Yeah.
And we're very grateful to her for all her guidance and support. So it's basically Collaboration Foundation. They already have offices set up. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop. They have psychologists, they have clinics there. So it will make it easier for people to get the guidance and support that they need.
Nice. Okay. I'm very excited for that. So, Sally, are you excited for that office?
Oh, of course. Looking forward to it. Yes,
Very
definitely.
nice.
It's a
Very
beautiful
nice.
place.
Yeah, no, the Collaboration Foundation, of course, is an entity that I was part of in the beginning, and I think it's so well needed. And for SOFA to work with them, it's perfect. You know, why reinvent the wheel? You know, basically, SOFA can just be the conduit to get the Asian community into the Collaboration Foundation.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
So I see that. So any final word? Let's start with Sally.
Please, if you have any families with autism, give us a call. We're here for you.
Nice. Very good. Jennifer?
Well, thank you everyone for all your support. The people that came to our event, it was very successful. We were very pleased and very happy. And yeah, we're going to be in the mainstream, and there's no other way, you know, to deal with this. So we just need your support. Everyone's
Fantastic.
support.
I do want to thank, of course, our producer as well, Johan, for being so supportive. We're doing 2 segments of a show dedicated to this. So, Johan, thank you so much, as always. And that is our show for tonight. So I hope both of you had fun. Thank you again for coming in. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Sonny.
Thank you.
You're welcome.